Joey Reese and Bigger Brew Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey Reese and Bigger Brew Shop.
Hello,
I got 2 words for you.
Joe?
Raccoon penis. Raccoon penis.
So the lyric in that says shower me from above reminded me today. I'm outside playing catch with or not catch, fetch with Gunner, our black lab. I take the tennis ball, throw it in the back. He runs after it, grabs it, brings it back to me. I take it, I throw it. He runs, he gets it. He comes back. He drops it like 20 feet from me. He drops it and then decides to poop, and he poops on the tennis ball.
No. Like purposefully or as an accident?
I mean, I don't think a dog thinks, purposefully.
Cats can, though.
But
They're
he
like, I'm going to poop on your bed while I'm looking at you.
He like dropped it, and so it like bounces. It like falls, hits the ground, and kind of rolls as he's squatting and poops on the tennis ball.
Maybe he just really had to go, and he didn't. He was like, I got to drop this because I got to go. And then it just rolled into the
He goes, I got to drop this because I got to drop this.
That's what he said.
Cue ad rock. Drop.
Perfect.
Yeah. Here's something that I got today. I got a message today on Facebook, and I want to read it to you.
Mm.
All right?
Yes.
It says this. It's from Nathan Doolittle.
Okay.
And Nathan Doolittle lives in Toledo. And
he wanted to talk about your Toledo escapades.
Yeah. And so he said I should have called him. He could have
Why
shown us around. Because I didn't know.
Well, now you do, Joe.
And I don't want to like impose on other people, right? We were going on a Tuesday night. People got stuff to do.
Like,
you know? I mean, maybe they don't. It's Toledo. Hey-oh. But anyway, he says this. So I asked Nathan if he wanted to come on the show tonight and defend Toledo. And he was like, absolutely. I'd love to. What time? And I said, I was typing out the response to say, we will send you a link at 8 o'clock. And he said, oh, I got called into work. I can't. But he typed this, and he wants people to know this about his city, holy Toledo. He says this. He says, actually, I just got a call and have to go into work. I'm up for possibly another time. But if not, here are some notables besides the Toledo Zoo and the Toledo Mudhens.
Did he talk about Danny Thomas and Jamie Farr? Because we know.
He did not. He says, we're also home of the Toledo Walleye, which is an ECHL, East Coast Hockey League, minor league hockey team, which is the who's here? It's Scott. Scott, the inflated. This is Heidi's boyfriend prior to me. This is Scott. Anatomically incorrect. Heidi has a case of these guys.
Oh my God.
Upwards of 30 to 40 of these guys that whenever she went on camping trips or trips with her family, she would bring Scott. And they would pop often, so she would pull out another one and inflate it. And he got so it was so what's the word I'm looking for? It was so normal that she had Scott on these trips that her nieces and nephews, when she showed up, they'd say, "Where's Scott?"
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. So this is Scott. Scott, what are you doing? What are you doing, Scott? I don't get. What are you doing,
Scott.
Scott?
Hey. Hey
He
there,
looks
fella.
like Larry from Three's Company.
Hey there, you rascal.
Hey, you want to
You-
go to the, what was the name of the bar? The something Hound, or what was it called?
There's a bar in the Three Stooges?
No, not
yeah.
Three Stooges, Three's
the
Company.
Regal Beagle.
The Regal Beagle. He's like Larry. Hey, you want to go to the Regal Beagle? Hey,
I
you want
thought
to
you
go
were
to the
saying-
Regal Beagle?
I heard Larry and Three, and I was like, Larry from the Three Stooges.
My wife, she is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, Heidi.
Yeah. So what was I saying?
The Walleyes.
Oh, yeah.
Minor league hockey team.
Yeah, of the Detroit Red Wings. So
Okay.
there's the Toledo Walleye. He says, this is Nathan Doolittle. He says, we also have some great metro parks. We have some great breweries. If you're looking more for a nightcap, you'll go just outside of Toledo. Exactly. You got to go outside of Toledo just a little bit, and you can check out the Village Idiot in Maumee.
Yeah, Mommy is cool. That's
Maumee. Maumee.
Hey, also that's to your point though, that like
Correct.
everybody moved out of downtown
Correct.
Toledo because of
Correct.
crime. And I would
Correct.
say it's corruption.
And he says, in the morning, stop by one of the two brew house coffee places. Now, brew house is all one word, so that must be the name of the place. Stop by one of the two brew house coffee places. It's one my buddy owns. The one
Right.
downtown has a speakeasy.
And that's in Maumee.
Maumee. Down the hall from where you were staying is the Imagination Station. I remember seeing that on the map. It was called Imagination Station, but I don't know what that is.
It
If you-
sounds like it's not for people our age.
It sounds like it's something that maybe like, I
It
don't know
sounds
if our
like-
viewers should be, all viewers earmuff. I'm only telling Reese this. Earmuff in 3, 2, 1. I think Imagination Station means like a BDSM dungeon.
Then what? Then you're like, what am I gonna imagine? This is what I was imagining. It's more like, I think it's more like people with clothes on, and then you have to imagine. You're like somebody's wearing like one of those giant sumo suits, but it's a strip club. They're wearing like, and they're like on the pole, and you're like, I wonder what that looks like underneath there. Do you think? That's a great
I'll go
idea.
to the next. Let me go
It's
to the
a
next
s-
sentence.
It's like a family-friendly strip club. So everybody has clothes on, but a lot of clothes. And they're like taking them off for like hours. So you're just like, take it off. And they're still going. And the dad's in the back, and you're like, I know what
Here's
that's
what's-
going to look like someday.
Here's
But the
what's
kids are like,
weird.
this is fun.
Here's what's weird.
Okay.
Normally, you say the most outlandish, stupidest things are the things that succeed. I think the same people who are like, let's take our kids to the library so drag queens can read to them are the same people that would go to the Imagination Station strip club where no one's actually, and it would be very popular.
Yeah, I agree. You'd just be like that. And the kids would be like, I want to be a dancer like that, Dad. And you would also have to be like, let's go
Yeah.
work on your math.
And they'd be like, but we heard on the Pickle and Boot Shop that you don't have to go to college. I can be a dancer. I can be a sumo dancer at the Imagination Station.
Mm-hmm. And then they're gonna be like, let's switch podcasts.
And they're going to be like, we're
Cool.
going to cancel this Patreon.
How about Conan O'Brien needs a friend? That guy went to Harvard.
Yeah.
There you go.
Next sentence. If you come to Toledo, try one of our local brews like Ernest, Inside the Five, or Maumee Bay. Maumee Bay is a hop from Paco's by the Park. Thanks for the invite, Doolittle. I like how Nathan Doolittle just goes by Doolittle.
I would if that was my last name. Then people
then-
at work, if they were like, "Where were you?" and you're like, "Does it even matter?" And they'd be
My
like,
last-
"No,
Doolittle, suck it.
that's all right. You're cool.
So,
It was my fault to hire you. I should have known
and
better."
he goes, yeah, it was. By the way, I want to raise.
And they'll be like, "For what?" And he'll just wink.
And they'll slap your butt and go, you figure it out.
Good idea.
And then just walk into the break room.
I
Like, not even back to shift, not even to go check on his patients, just into the break room and bust into a bag of pretzel sticks.
Perfect.
And the first one he pulls out, he treats like a cigar.
Right in front of the boss.
Right in front of the boss.
He
Just
has to
takes
keep it
out a-
going though.
Yeah,
The boss
just
like
takes-
is still watching him and he's like, is he messing with it? Nope. He's still acting like he's smoking it. And it's like a good 5 minutes. He's coughing.
Feet up on the desk.
Still getting out a lighter, like pretending to light it.
Yeah. The
Yep,
Zippo.
feet on the desk. It's a good idea.
So I replied to Nathan Doolittle.
Uh-huh.
Can you help in answering the question as to why Toledo is empty?
Yeah. Let's hear that.
I have not read this response. The earlier one I had read already. This is
Okay,
all of us
yes.
hearing this for the first time.
Gosh, I like how you
Ladies
build
and
the
gentlemen.
suspense, Joe.
In a world where Toledo is always empty. He says, it depends on the day. The Walleye were in the playoffs, and that is something. I don't know if it is, Nate. Also, the majority of fun things are more to the west side of town, in my opinion. Nate, I'm going to be honest with
Mommy.
you, buddy. You didn't answer why Toledo is empty on a
'Cause they're in-
Tuesday when we went.
Mommy and Sylvania and Bowling Green. Those are the suburbs.
There's
probably
a
another one.
giant beetle above me that keeps walking back and forth that I keep looking at.
What's his name?
Look at this. Look at this. I'm itching my arm.
It-
What do you mean? What's his name? Ringo.
Ringo.
Yep.
So, all right. You got to keep us updated on Ringo. What are we talking about?
We just started this podcast here. And
First time. This is our first time podcasting, guys. How
first
are we
time doing it.
How are
First
we
time doing it. First time last time.
I like the pickled home companion. Like, we made 50 episodes, and like, yeah, it's gonna peter off real quick, guys.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, ah, god damn it!
Those guys are doing so good. Those guys are doing so good. You
They
know what
are
we
doing
should do? We should be the companion podcast for them because they seem to know what they're doing. They have topics. They are interesting. They are funny.
We
they're
have a
good-looking
topic?
fellas. They have their wives on and like girlfriend stuff like
I don't
that.
have a
kids.
wife. Those kids.
You have like an AI wife, don't you?
I do. Thank you. Her name is Margaret. She is hot.
No, you should do the complete opposite.
Oh, what?
If people are ever like, hey, do you have one of those like AI apps? You should be like, yeah. And then your AI person should just be just like, ooh.
Her name is Hildegard. Which
Oh.
I've trained her to yell at me.
So
Wake
yesterday,
me up in the middle of the night just to be like, what are you doing? What are you dreaming about? Something
There's-
nasty?
you're sleeping too well. I need to cancel that. It appears that you're getting very restful sleep. I had to wake you from it. I dealt with a woman yesterday that was 5'8", probably 350. 350, maybe close to 4 bills. And not that there's anything wrong with that, not body shaming, but here's the thing with
four bills.
here's the thing. This is
What does
that
it mean?
burp. This is why I
Burp.
bring it up.
I don't understand your slang, sir.
This is why I bring it up.
Okay.
She stunk like a turd.
Oh, no.
So I think she was big enough to where she couldn't like clean out her butt crack real well.
Yeah. That happens a lot in my line of work.
Yeah. So it stunk bad. And whenever she like shifted her weight, you got this little puff. But the thing is, I know she could smell it. And she was blaming her daughter who had just given birth to twins.
Mm.
And she was asking her daughter, she's like, hey, I think we need to change their diapers. They smell like boo-boo. And I let her do her thing. You know what I mean?
It's good of you, Joe.
Like I played along, but I'm like, there is no way these 29-hour-old little twin babies
Made that much boo-boo.
Yeah, they're pooping out, what's it called? Merconium?
Hopefully not. Merconium, isn't that maybe? Isn't that
Yeah, that's what, like,
Yep,
the-
you're right. You're right.
That's like the
Did I go to
first like,
nursery school? It was a while ago.
no, but I've had kids.
Okay.
I think it's like the first like 2 or 3 poops is what they call merconium.
Yeah.
And then which
eating
makes
the
me think
juice.
Marconi plays the mamba. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. Pow, pow. We built this city on Rocket Roof.
You know
All
they
because
tried.
of merconium.
I think it was Grace Slick.
Yeah.
She didn't even write it, but
No.
she tried to pawn it off as being like, "Yeah, that song's not about anything." The hell it isn't.
It's
It's
about
about San
merconium.
Francisco.
Oh. It's about,
how
a
you
baby's
built
first
that
poop.
city
Oh.
on rock and roll, and then it's like falling apart, and like can only be salvaged by Metallica. Yeah,
What was San Francisco built on rock and roll?
yeah, man. Like, well, hippie music.
Yeah,
Come
that ain't
on.
rock and
There's
roll.
some good. Starship is good. Joe, they had 3
Well,
#1 hits at one after another off one album.
I
Knee
know,
Deep in
but
the Hoopla.
like Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah, it's okay. Starship, they got better. Metallica.
Yeah.
There's some other bands from there, but they're good.
This Beatle is driving me crazy.
Ringo. His name's Ringo.
Ringo.
We're going to talk about my cult, Joe, that I tried to start.
Okay.
Did you get him?
No, I thought the top of the window would open so he could get out.
You're trying to free him, not murder him. It's good.
Yeah.
Ringo, come on, buddy.
Just play
Uh,
along.
So last week we were talking about gentrification, and I told you I had almost started a cult once.
Yeah, let's hear this.
All right. So I had this idea that and I'm not going to lie to you. I still want to do this. Like I still have, it is still inside of me that you could live communally.
The idea of the cult or
Yeah.
the
idea of the
apparatus
cult.
that had bottles taped to it.
No, I have that inside of me as well.
Okay.
I can't get it
continue.
out. You know, there's like a point of no return. I can't get
Like
it
once
out.
hey, once you get the balls in, it ain't coming out.
I know. You gotta get surgery. The GI specialists are way backed up here. You gotta wait.
If
It's
you
like
get
a 6
if
months.
you get all 13 inches in and the nutsack, it ain't coming out.
It's not coming out, guys.
So continue this cult.
You gotta take a lot of laxatives and just hope it makes it around. Oh, we're going to hell.
Ooh. Continue.
So I had this idea, and there's a large part of me that still wishes for it. My idea was at the time I was a young adult, like Five Iron broke up. I was gonna go back to so I finished college and I was working in a genetics lab, like the pathology department at the University of Colorado, and it was super boring, and I didn't make very much money. But then this guy that started like a church out of the church that Five Iron went to, so Corona Presbyterian, he started this thing called Celebration Community Church. He's like, I need a young adults pastor. And he knew that I helped start Scum of the Earth. So he's like, Reese, you want to do this?
I'm listening.
And it was like, I was like, yeah, man, it sounds awesome. Your church is cool. And his church was cool. So they had like a cool youth group. And then they wanted something for like young people and young married people. And they're Presbyterian. So I'm like, the coolest thing that I can think of is we're going to go to happy hour every Friday.
No, that's the Impresbyterians.
No. All right, we did it. We called it what do we call it? The Get Down Club? The Get Down Club. So we just go to happy hour, socialize, and then just like I'd try and get people to just open up. Like, you guys know each other? How are you doing? Like, how are you in the Lord? And it was so sweet. Like, we just go to places that had like food and drink specials, and then we'd go home. And that was and the people at the church were just like, this is so innovative. Why didn't we think of this? And I'm like, okay.
They're like Friday night at Chili's, and
Yeah.
we can increase our
Right.
numbers.
Right. But like it was cool, but like we made really good friends out of it. So we made friends with like these 3 other couples. And then it was like a lot of single people coming or like newly married people, and you'd be like trying to get them hooked up with these other dudes and being like, hey,
you
talk-
gotta change how you say that.
you try and get them associated with
There you go.
another married couple who could do something edifying to them, Joe,
Okay.
by showing them an example of like, hey man, I've been married 5 years. Here's where it's going to get hard. How about that one? So, so it was cool, and like we made really good friends with these people, and so the opposite of the Friday night get down was that we would have a Bible study once a week, and really it ended up just being like these 3 other married couples coming to it. And we'd talk about like
You like, and we'd all put our keys in a jar.
it wasn't like that. It was like, well, I was Denver. And our church was relatively kind of hippie. So it would end up being kind of like us talking about like social issues and like social justice issues. And we'd just be
Of course,
like,
because you're leading it.
shut up. Probably.
Like at the end of the night, someone's like, hey, our marriage, and you're like, I don't care. Did you know that Crazy Horse was stabbed in the back?
He was. They never painted a picture of him. He was assassinated by the U.S. government.
They're like, Reeds, our marriage is falling apart. You're like, yeah, I know, but did you know that the Indians...
I just kept going and like snowballing, where we would just be like, all of us were at the same point. We're just like disgusted with what we were becoming. We were like, all the 4 couples disgusted, like just being like, what are we doing? We went to college. We did what our parents told us. We have good jobs. We're trying to get a house. And then we're just like trying to elevate our status socially. And it just felt gross. And we were like, I want to do something else. And so I'm like my mind is always just like, what's the craziest thing? What's the craziest thing? And so I'm like, guys, I have this crazy idea. There are cities like Detroit, Toledo, Cleveland. You can move. Like we could all of us pool our money, buy like an old school, fix up some apartments to live in it. And so I think part of what got this started for me was 5 Iron. We played that Winter Wonder Rock thing. Did you guys ever play that with that dude Dieter? Nope.
Oh, in Germany?
Denny. Yeah, in Germany. Denny.
Yeah. We played it.
Okay. Denny. And it's in Essen. It's in Essen,
Yeah.
right? It's like a minor, like Grand Rapids-y, Colorado Springs-y type size
Yeah.
city
Yeah.
in Germany. Very cool. There's like something in Holland and then this thing. And it's like the same as like they do the same thing in the summer. But yeah, we played it. And then there was a guy there named Bryce, and he's like American, and he's got like this cool grunge goatee. And he's like, hey, dude, I'm from California. I live in Switzerland. I live in this castle. You guys should come hang out with us and we'll go snowboarding. And all I heard was we're going snowboarding in Switzerland. So, we had like played this thing and then I had an open-ended ticket to go home, like just show up at the airport and you can go back home. It was before 9/11. And I think like Andy and Mindy were with us, Leonore, Keith, me, and my ex-fiance, Stacy. And we went to Spain. We went to Paris, then to like Barcelona, Vietnam. We took the train to Vietnam.
And then back to Barcelona.
Well, Scott, Andy and Mindy were like, we got to get home. It's almost Christmas. The rest of us were like, I'm not going home. Like what my folks had moved to like Tucson and my dad lived in Phoenix. Stacy, her folks lived in San Francisco. Keith and Leonore were on board. So we're like, let's call this dude. So I call him and I'm like, hey man, were you serious about that snowboarding? And he's like, yeah, come on. So we just took the train to this place, Lausanne, Switzerland. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it was the fucking raddest place I've ever seen. So he picks us up at the train stop. And like any of you, if you ever get a chance to go to Switzerland, it messes with your brain. Like it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything is
Greatest place
super
ever.
expensive. Everybody is like very orderly and straight. So that will kind of like, then you're like, okay, I haven't died. I'm not in heaven because everybody is kind of intense here. But it is incredible. And so dude picks us up and he's taking us in this van, which says YWAM on the side. So we're like, what's up? Was it YWAM? I think it was Mercy Ships. And I think they had a YWAM base there. No, yeah. So he
I don't know how you remember that stuff.
He picks us up. It is 2000. And he's like telling us where we're going. He's like, so, the Peugeot family, do you know Peugeot automobiles? And we're like, yeah, we know Peugeot automobiles. I've seen this on cars. He's like, well, they owned this castle and then it fell into disrepair. So the city of Lausanne just said anybody that wanted to fix it up could take it over and they had to stay there for 100 years, but then they get it rent free. So we're like, okay, it's going to be like a big house, like for the Peugeot family. It was their estate. So then we hit like a park and we're still driving and he's like, this is it. So we're like, what? Keep going like a mile into this park. And then you go up a hill and you're overlooking the Alps and Lake Geneva. And there's a fucking castle. No No lying. It is like a castle with like turrets on top and everything.
And a moat. And
There's
it's
no
like
moat.
lightning. You get up to the drawbridge, it's like
We
you
went
guys
in the
walk across-
drawbridge.
You guys walk across it, and then it goes off.
But it was like
You walk by like a night costume, and then as you walk by it, its eyes follow you.
so no, but it was for real. Like, but they had taken it and made it nice inside. Like that's what they paid for 100 years of free rent. So like the basement was like they had raves and youth group stuff down there. And then there was like a whole room full of snowboard gear that people had donated, which we found the next day. But like there were just like people that were there for like their YWAM mission and then mercy ships. And then the staff had a whole floor and they just had apartments, condos. So like this guy lived with his wife and she was expecting, and then they had the next floor was just like guest condos. So they put us in them. And they were like, do you want to watch a movie? We will make fondue. Have you ever heard of it? And we're like, we're in Switzerland, please. And they're like, you cannot drink water. If you drink water, it will make you constipated. So you have to drink wine. So
You're like, I don't think constipated is the right thing. I think it's the opposite of that.
it's the opposite.
I think I got lost in translation.
So we
He's
had
like, you have to
fondue.
drink the schnapps.
It was so good. Like the best fondue I've ever had. They're telling us about it. I forget what we watched. I have no idea. European Vacation or something. And then the next day we went snowboarding. It was insane. They had free tickets. They're just like, yeah, these people donated tickets. Here's your snowboard. What size are you?
Oh my word.
And then we went. But like, it got in my head. I was like, it was in my head for, 10 years. And then we're doing this thing, 7 years, let's say 7 years, where I'm like leading this Bible study and all these guys are like, I hate this. I hate my life and I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be like my parents. And I'm like, I have an idea. We should buy like a block in Detroit or buy a giant school or a building in Toledo.
Or a castle in Glen Erie, Colorado.
No, it had to be in the
Oh.
city.
Oh.
And then we all moved there. And then like we make this whole thing. And it kept getting more and more elaborate. And I think that's what scared people. Because I'd be like, how do you do this? Like, how do you do this and you're not gentrifying? Like, how do you do this and you're empowering people in the community and you're serving people and you're loving people? So then I'm like, we got to make businesses. First floor's got to be businesses. Okay, so businesses will pay for it. We're going to pay for the
Why didn't you
the
just call
building.
Japooza and
yeah,
ask?
it was kind of also sponsored by Japooza. But like, I was like, look, we'll figure it out. Like, who likes baking? Like Amy is like, I want to start a bakery. So fucking cool. Let's do this. You're going to be in charge of bakery. And we're just going to be like people who are, who cannot get jobs are on the outside, but need a job. We're going to do it. So then, like, I'm like, I want to do a studio. Like, I'm going to do a studio. And then like, if people from the neighborhood want to come and make their album or whatever, I'm going to help them out. Like, I'm going to teach them how to be a producer. I'm going to teach them how to sing or how to play whatever instrument I can't play very good.
Accordion.
Accordion, and then just like one of the guys was an architect. So like, let's do it, man. Let's teach kids this. Let's teach people construction. Let's get more people to come in, and then you live here and your rent is this, like, but we're all paying for it. And then like I'm like, obviously, Japuza has done very well. They brought up the whole community, and then had they all owned that building, they would be able to retire. So I was like, maybe that's the plan, like not gentrification, but you bring up the whole neighborhood. You enable everybody to be able to buy in or to live there and make it a good neighborhood and be safe. And, you have daycare.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't gentrify Chicago.
You can, man.
You
Yeah,
can't. You
like-
can't.
Japuza, back in the day, people used to go there like on mission trips, or they go there on youth group trips, and they'd have to duck from getting shot. And now around it is just like $1 million condos, and it's because of them.
Are you sure
Yes,
around
once-
Japuza is $1 million
Yes.
condos?
it is. Like everything has blown up, and a huge part of that now. So you can't always say it's Japuza, but like a huge part of that is their being there, them being a positive force. So my idea was like not let
Not
developers
to be a
do that.
positive force.
Be a
You were
positive
like-
force.
You're like, we're going to be pornographers. We're
Yeah.
going to cook meth, but we're going to
Cooking
get
meth.
people in the community involved.
This is
but
chemistry.
it's
You're gonna
not
cook
going
meth.
to take the neighborhood per se to the next level.
No, I think like if you could do it in a way that like it brings everybody up, that's sweet. If it does it in a way that like all of a sudden investors are coming in and they're pushing people out, that's the part I hated. So that was me doing this. And then here's where it got crazy. So you're a bunch of white people, you're moving into some shitty neighborhood in Detroit, probably going to stick out pretty well. Like,
Like
my
a boner
thought,
and a barbecue.
my thought was like, how do the Catholics do this very well? They all have costumes. Like the nuns dress a certain way, the priests dress a certain way. You know it's a priest, you know it's a nun. Nobody's going to fuck with them. Right? Like if you mess with a priest and you're a gang member or something, like your homies are not going to. You hear that slang, guys? I'm from the streets. I am from the streets.
As
Do you hear that?
are.
I'm from the streets. But like it's going to be frowned upon.
Yeah.
And so here I'm thinking like we need a uniform similar. Like we're going to wear like cassocks. Like you don't have to wear a nun's habit, but we're all going to wear the same thing. We'll have a collar of some sort. So people know this is the guy, they're in this thing, which I probably scared more people away by being like, we should call it something. The Order of Pax Invictus. So again, it's like going back to Catholicism. It's stupid. Like the Order of Invincible Peace. You're like leaning on this, but it would be not Catholic. It's like whoever is like a believer wants to be in this, come on in. Like there's going to be some sort of vetting procedure, but and some training, but like let's figure this out. Like you're in there, you dress a certain way, people know you belong to this, they know you're there to help. You're not a dick. That was my idea. That was a cult. I almost started.
Yeah. You're like, and then celebrities can pay to reach like certain levels of,
Right.
you know,
They could. If they want to, who's going to stop them? They can. Okay, but anyway. That kind of craziness is probably why my wife divorced me. Because all the time I'm like, you know what? This hamburger is really good, but what I'm seeing is
a
whole
cult.
chain. A cult.
like this is a great hamburger, but you know what would make it better? A cult.
A cult. We could start a cult.
And babe, you look great in those jeans, but you know what would make that better? A cult. Hey,
Oh,
you know, we've had 2 kids. They're wonderful, wonderful girls. They're great children. You know what would make it better? A cult. Like, and she was like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
I am so
I'm
sick
going
of
to
you,
partner
Reese.
up with a crazy Romanian, and we're going to rue the day.
We're gonna make quesadilla on a stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without the cult, we're gonna be full on capitalists.
Yeah. And you're like, it's
So-
not going to work. There has to be some sort of crazy religious aspect to it.
She didn't believe me. She did not.
No. And look who's laughing last.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 40 minutes of cult talk.
That's it.
If you want a burger better, cult it up. If you want your beer to be more fizzy, cult it up.
Also,
if you want your
wanna
Waco to be more wacko, cult it up.
if you want to start a call with me, it's called the Order of Pax Invictus, and I still want to do it. Bye.
No, you got to do it where what you call it is an
Is a
acronym
cult.
that's something asinine.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Look, like the acronym is like poop. like
The acronym.
the
It's like, people are just
papacy,
like,
the papacy of optimistic people. And then just poop.
Poop moved in. They've ruined everything. They ruined all the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Or if you could maybe string it out longer, like people would be like, what's happening in your neighborhood, man? Oh, it's the shit fuckers.
Or like when the children above national crisis entertains religion, when cancer moves into your neighborhood. Just like some acronym that like you don't even get it. That is what it is. And then the people in the neighborhood put it together that the acronym for your cult is like cancer. And then you move into the neighborhood and just ruin it.
Oh,
Yeah. All right,
I'm on board
everybody.
for that.
We're done.
All right, guys.
Have a good one. Danielle,
You-
I don't think you have this yet, but hopefully you will soon. My sister-in-law enjoys this show, so I'd like to give shout outs to her. And I'm trying to hook her up with a free Patreon, but it's not, she can't figure it out. So I'm not going to say she can't do it, but she can't figure it out.
We can't.
Yeah, we can't either, but
I
that's
mean,
that.
that is a lot of intellect that we have put together.
Yeah. I figure
I don't know.
being Heidi and I's, my sister-in-law, Heidi's sister, having to deal with this, I figured that was worth a free Patreon.
I don't want any of my family to know about this.
I don't want her to listen, but she listens and she enjoys it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then when I see her, she doesn't talk to me.
Probably because she's embarrassed.
She's embarrassed for me. Of
That's
me.
true.
She's embarrassed of me.
Yep.
All right. See you, everybody.